Good evening, my YouTube family. I wanted to say Facebook, but I caught myself. Anyway, YouTube family, this is Mika at Leverage. Don't forget to like, follow, and please comment. Comment on something, or at least if you have any questions or something you want me to talk about, please put in the comment box. I'm trying to learn a little bit more about my community, so please comment, make a suggestion, something to let me know that I'm either giving good content or it's making sense to you. I want to hear from my community, okay? But today I want to talk about what's the number one thing I personally feel that every investor should do prior to investing. Number one is you should definitely have a plan. Now, what does that plan look like? Well, that plan looks like, what are your goals? Like, sometimes I talk to people and they're just retired and they just want to make extra money. Then I have people that hate their job and they want to leave their job and they want to make real estate investing their full-time gig. And then I have people that are just wanting to build a portfolio. So the number one thing that I think every investor should do is like have a plan, because your plan is going to dictate how you invest in these tax deed properties, right? It's just crazy because now that I deal with so many different people, I'm realizing now why people bid up on certain properties, and I'm looking at them like they're crazy, right? I'm like, I wouldn't pay for that. But if you are thinking about buying and holding, well, of course you would pay a little bit more for it, because in the long run, you know, you could get your money if you have like a 3-year or a 5-year plan for a specific property. Where for me, I buy cheap, I sell cheap, and I go in and out. I just try to build a big cash flow because really I want to build my own properties and do affordable housing. So my strategy is a little bit different. So once again, every investor should definitely have a plan. That's in anything that you do. You should have a plan A and a plan B. That's why a lot of fix and flippers become landlords, because they only had one plan to fix and flip, and then that flip turns into a dip, and then they have to be, a landlord. The second thing is, once you have that plan, you have to take action. Now, I know that sounds like duh, right? Of course you gotta take action, but you'd be surprised how many people just don't take action. Like, you could watch tons and tons and tons of videos and don't take action. I'm gonna speak on myself. Like, I understand that if you don't know, you're not sure, and you're uncertain, and you just don't know where to begin, you're like, how do I take action if I have a plan? I already know what I want to do. I already know that I want to get out of this job, or I already know I want to build a portfolio, but how do I go to the next step? Well, I say take action. Action can be, applying the YouTube videos, or hiring a coach, or paying for a course, or talking to someone that's actually doing it. That's taking action. And I'm talking to myself too, because I always wanted to build houses. But I've never built a house before. Like, I've been in real estate. I've never like built from ground up. I've sold houses from developers from ground up for my clients, but I personally never did it. And I literally, honestly, you guys, just like you're watching this video, I'm watching YouTube videos on how to build ground up, literally. And, I'm taking action each day. Now, does it feel a little uncertain and uncomfortable? Absolutely, it does. But guess what? I'm taking action and I'm learning the process. If you don't take action, you're not going to learn the process. And then the last thing I want to say is take initiative. Like, if someone ignores you, or someone doesn't answer you back, find somebody else. If there's a course and you can't really afford it right now, look at several different YouTubes. You know what? I always tell people, just call the county and just talk to them. You'd be surprised if just by asking them, oh, what is a tax deed? Or, how do I get an overage list? What they will say to you, right? There are some tips and tricks that you do need to know, but if you take initiative, you'd be surprised. Honestly, how I discovered overages was me taking initiative at a tax county office. Like, literally asking them all kind of stupid questions because I was trying to let time go by. And I took initiative. And when someone told me no, I just went to another counter, or I went to a different department. Like no one ever told me no. So the 3 things that I want you to get is, 1, make a plan. 2, take action on that plan. And 3, take initiative. And what I mean by that is when you're taking initiative, when things aren't going the way you want them to, or you hit a bump in the road, just ask questions, ask more questions, or hire a coach, or, do more research. There's so many different things that you can do, but the biggest thing that I feel that I see a lot of investors make is they don't have a clear, concise plan on what their ultimate goal is, because if you don't have a plan, you plan to fail, right? It's just amazing. I'm a YouTuber, you guys, too, and I'll be trying to find like time management, because I want to be able to, give all I have to my students, but then I also want to answer questions, on my YouTube channel. And then also too, I want to do marketing. And a lot of times I have, my plate is so full that I'm like all over the place sometimes. But what I realized, I did take this time management course, right? I took initiative with knowing that there was something I needed to do and I didn't know how to do it. And one of the best things that I learned was just jotting down all the most important things that I need to complete in a day around my scheduling my time with my students, right? And one of the things that I noticed, like at the end of each of my calendar months, I have goals. So even like, things happen, right? Your kids might get sick, your mom might call you, there might be an emergency. So some days you might not get to the things that you want to get to when you're planning your real estate investment schedule, or you're planning to execute something, to take action, and something may happen. But I always say, one of the things that has amazed me over the last month was that at the end of the month, I wrote down all the things that I wanted to complete, and guess what? I completed them. And when I look at some of the weeks that I jotted down all the most important things, I didn't get them done oftentimes in that week, but about time the end of the month came, I was able to get everything done. So it's really important to plan, and it could really be something as simple as, you know what, I want to make 10 grand, or I want to buy Mika's course and I want to get my money back plus some. Like, you could do a plan like that. Actually, I try to create my courses like that so that people can get their money back or make more money than what I'm actually offering the course for. But you don't even have to do my course. You could just watch my videos and muddle through it and figure it out. I mean, there's so many different things you can do, but most importantly, what I think every investor should do is, number one, don't forget, create a plan. And then after you create that plan, take action. And when you take action, also take initiative to dig deeper. I think a lot of people stop, or someone will tell them something that they can't do, or tell them to go to another county, or they have the wrong number, or they don't know what they're talking about. Take initiative to dig deeper and to dive deeper if it's really something that you want to achieve. I was just talking to a student the other day, and they did such great due diligence on finding claimants. I said, you're going to be phenomenal in this business. It's just a matter of taking initiative and going the next step, even when things get hard. I hope this helped. If it was a good content, please like, please subscribe, and comment, please. I love comments. So I look forward to talking to you and giving you more advice and sharing with you in the near future.